All right, y'all. Welcome to an episode of Let's Talk 86. And believe me when I say this, we're going to be talking about and going over and covering everything that just went down recently. And I got some choiceful words for myself. I mean, because I think I have a lot to say about this whole George murder thing happening. And before we get into that, I just want to say thank you all for the love and support. We're currently now at 955 subs. And I'm this close of gaining my first 1,000 subscribers. And I couldn't thank you guys enough, my subscribers, the DH Army, for the love and support. And this really does help make my day, as all of us are trying to get over this 2020 issue that we're dealing with right now. So let's get into what everybody is talking about, in which I believe that needs to stop. So, as you guys know, we have history of white people calling the cops on us for no reason. They call the cops on us because, for one time, not my family, but I'm talking about like black people in general, calling the cops on them for barbecuing on a certain park area, selling waters in public, getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Getting kicked out, you know, by the hotel pool, and just recently, you know, this girl, up in the New York City park, she calls the cops on a black man because he was trying to tell her to leash your dog, control your dog before your dog could have like hurt that one person. And she studied acting like he's threatening her life and all that. And he was clearly trying to protect himself. But what I don't understand is that every time when something serious is going on, you want to call the cops on us for no reason. Like, what did we do to you? Nothing. But I heard that she apologized, I think a few minutes later or the next day, and she lost the job and everything. But that still doesn't, you know, you know, excuse her for calling the cops on us. Like, this is just beyond sad and stupid. And what kills me the most is that those who call the cops on us for no reason don't even have a guilty conscience. Don't even can't even be held accountable. Being held accountable for their actions. And what sickens me the most is the majority of us being called the cops on for the wrong reasons, for minding your own business, looking suspicious, up to no good. Like, it's like the white people always have something against us. And we're just like them, we're just like everybody else. We're just regular people living our normal lives. Except for now, but we can't because of the you know what. But still, I just, I really, I, in all honesty, I really don't know what's going on here. All this calling the cops on us needs to stop. Like, I'm getting real sick of it, for real. Alright, so moving on to the most talked about problems that we're still dealing with. Let me look up his name. I know it's George, but I think was it George Gregory, something like that. Yeah, I think I'll be able to remember. Oh, George Floyd. Yeah, George Floyd. So what I saw in that video actually disgusted me and infuriated me, physically and mentally. I am so sick and tired of these police officers killing black people. And the fact that he was not even resisting in the video, it really goes to shows how there are certain police officers that do not care and do not have a guilty conscience whatsoever, are not even being held accountable for their actions. To make matters even more worse, the Asian police officers didn't do a thing. Like, he just stood there and did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. And you hear the people in the background are like, dude, you're hurting him. I'm like, bro, they're just telling him to get off his back. Get off his back. And he just stood there, and you can clearly hear, George's voice like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Like, he was struggling to breathe to the point where he died on the way to the hospital. If that doesn't scream murder, I don't know what is. But I heard that all 4 officers got fired for it. No, they deserve to get fired. The black people in the community need justice. We're all tired of the police officers killing us every day. We can't even, enjoy normal lives like this. Listen, I apologize if I'm ranting like this, but I'm just so aggravated of just hearing something about this every day. People think of us as murderers, thugs, criminals, but not all black people are like this. And notice this, you know what? Listen, I noticed the majority of these incidents happening is every time when something bad happens to us, the white people don't even do anything to try to fight for us. What they'll do is just sit there and just let it happen. And one time I've seen a video on Instagram when this black guy, I think he was in a corner store somewhere, and I think he was purchasing some stuff. Right? So as soon as the cops called being, using a, unnecessary force on the guy, this white dude was doing this, trying to put everybody back. I'm like, bro, you could have at least just helped the guy out, tell him to just get off of him. Like, you're white. Do something about it. But it's unfortunately that he just didn't let it happen. Like, I just don't understand what's going on, man. Like, these cops, man, I can't even take police seriously anymore. Like, I don't even trust the cops. Based on what I'm seeing and based on what I saw on Fox 5, on YouTube, on Facebook covering all the news and stuff. Like, whatever happened to, serve and protect. But I sometimes think that, no matter where you go, not just DC, but everywhere in general, police officers will never take responsibility for the action. They will always defend their issues. This doesn't make any sense. We all want justice for George. The family needs, justice. And that's why all this protesting things happening right now, it's because of you. You're killing all of the black community, the black people in the black community. And now you're giving us a reason to protest and doing all this, beating on police cars and stuff. That's on your fault. You're the ones that killing us. And every time when people are doing these, Black Lives Matter movement, we never had justice. And I sometimes wonder, do people even notice it? I mean, I'm embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed, bro. Because there's so much hate in this world. It's getting to a point where I don't even want to live in DC anymore. And I don't like saying that, but like something, I'm like, come on, man. Like something needs to be done here. Because it's too much craziness going on right now. I mean, if anything happens to my family, oh, you best believe me, I will go off. Come on, y'all, man. Like, life is not a game. We gotta take this seriously. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Then TMZ, they interviewed the guy, their lawyer representing the family. They're trying to figure out a way how we can get justice for the family. You know, and every time I see this officer on Facebook, he is the center of attention. I get angry because you took away, you know, the people. Like, what has this world come to? Man, I truly hope and pray that the family gets justice because them firing the police officers is not good enough. We want justice. We don't want no, certain things that, that's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? We want everything. We want everything. Like, enough is enough already, bro. Straight up. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on in this world, bro. And I'm hearing so many people got killed, you know, on Memorial Day, and it's too much. I can't do it. There is a reason why I'm making this episode because I feel like there's a lot of things that we need to discuss and talk about. And oh yeah, we're already talking about this. I don't think it's the 2000 sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's been happening throughout the decades. Ain't nothing change happened. I mean, we will never get justice for our people because it's always a certain black person being killed left and right, and ain't none of us getting, justice whatsoever. Like, this is just crazy. Innocent black people being taken. They're innocent. I mean, what do we ever do to piss you guys off? To just kill us for no reason? Unbelievable, man. Oh, man. I needed to get that out of the way. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't take it no more. Dude, we're not talking about cartoons right now. This is not the time. Listen, whenever I make videos, if a topic of my video is about one thing, let's stay on that topic. I don't want to see, can you react to this, can you react to that, because that's going to make me think that you don't even care about my topic or my content. And yeah, my channel is known for doing reaction videos, but that doesn't mean that I have to strictly do reactions. So we gotta make sure we stay on one topic on any video instead of just saying react to this, react to that. So we gotta make sure that we stay, stay on track. I just want to let, you know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all know that. So, but yeah, man, my condolences go out to his family because a lot of us are dealing with this craziness that's going on in this world, and I don't know what you mean by wearing a helmet. Like explain that to me about wearing the helmet. I mean helmet because I'm not understanding. All right, Joe. Let's focus on another topic that I quickly noticed um, something about what's going on in the WWE community or the wrestling community in general. Um, this YouTube channel guy named uh, JD or something like that. The guy who covers every single episode of Raw and SmackDown and even wrestling pay per views and stuff. Uh, the guy is known for being very critical about the wrestling product itself, and he's always whining and complaining about this wrestling, this and that. Bruh, all you have to do is just stop watching it and stop covering it so much. Let me go to his channel. I feel like I need to. Oh, JD from. Oh, JD from. Hold up. Uh, JD. Oh, JD from NY 206. Yeah, this guy is a douchebag. I don't like him. I think he's a mark. One of these wrestling marks that will cry about everything, and he's known to be so-called, doing it for the smarts out there who watches his channel all the time. So he made some really nasty comment towards Alexa Bliss. You know, it ain't just him that is doing the social media beef. And the other guy, I forgot his name, but I think he's part of the WWE. He's been doing a lot of crazy stuff too. But ever since the Japanese wrestler committed suicide, him, the other guy, and Alexa Bliss all had social media beefs on Twitter. And it's sad to me because this guy, he is known for being a total smart and just trashing and complaining about this, company every single day. He made some very disrespectful comments towards Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss, you know what, she handled this whole thing maturity, but in a different way. She did not go off, she did not go on a big rant. She didn't go crazy like everybody else has. But she handled it very differently, and she let him have it too. Like, you're being very disrespectful, and you just don't like it. So, and then Braun Strowman, he's not helping the situation as well. He's just making it worse. And it's not just him that is like coming to her side. It's everybody else that are coming at JD. But then we have another person who had beef with him for years, and he's not making this situation even better. He's making it more worse than before. Like, bruh, let me explain something to y'all. You better think twice before you say or do anything on social media. Because words can hurt too. It'll cause them to commit suicide each year based on the way you harass them online and stuff. There will be consequences. And I mean that. Especially in the wrestling community, because there's no need to be cyberbullying. And I've said this in my last video. It's not just kids and teenagers that are going through this. It's adults as well. So you better be careful and pay attention to what you're doing online. Because there will be somebody that will come to your page and bully you, harass you, embarrass you, and make fun of you, call you all kinds of names. And it's getting to a point where that person is not going to want to be on earth anymore. And this is exactly what happened to that Japanese wrestler. I forgot her name, but it doesn't matter. Take, you know what I'm saying? Just take responsibility for your actions. Is that so hard about that? So I think when I saw the guy on Twitter, he's known for being just a complete douche on EDM. You know what I'm saying? On the internet. So he did he did the same thing. I mean, he did the same thing to Shad. You know, just being a complete idiot, saying a lot of dishonorable things. Like, come on, people. Like, I feel like when people who have so much hatred who have so much hatred in their heart that'll possess them to go on social media and be mean to people. Like, this is just ridiculous. All these years of being on this earth, you know, I would never do anything to, you know, harass or bully people on social media because that's not the type of guy I want to be. Like, for real though. And then I heard when I don't want to say his name, but our current president is throwing a temper tantrum, threatening to shut social media down because of whatever reason. Oh, because they fact checked him. Well, that's his fault because he's the one winning golfing, and a lot of us are trying to recover from this COVID-19, and you're out here golfing and all that. Well, you know, I don't curse on my channel though, but certain words I can say like nigga, you know, all of that. But as far as you know, saying a curse word, I can't because you know I'm a Christian, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard for us to not swear unless we have a reason to do it. It's when we're angry about a different topic and when we want to make a point. But we don't need to be cursing just to curse. You know what I'm saying? We want to swear, you know, if we're really upset about something. You know, it could be something about, you know, a heavy topic or whatever. Though, I mean, ain't none of us perfect or anything, but we gotta slow down and take precautions for what we're about to say, or at least you could just like to just say, "God forgive you for what you're about to say." You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way to do it. I don't know nothing about OnlyFans, but I would not do that. Or Twitch. My only platforms are YouTube, Facebook. No. YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't promote my content on Facebook because I stopped doing that a while back. But only platforms I can promote my videos are Instagram and Twitter, but not Facebook. So I don't care about Fox. I don't care about SmackDown. SmackDown sucks. Shoot, I don't think I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown, and I have a reason because the company sucks. But the thing is, when they did an episode on Raw when they so-called brought the crowd back, it was nothing but wrestlers. Like y'all just a bunch of idiots. And you wonder why AEW is a better company than the WWE Raw and SmackDown altogether. They're winning. All Elite Wrestling are winning. You know what I'm saying? The WWE is not. Not at all. So no, I don't watch. I don't watch NXT either. I don't watch WWE anymore. Today I don't. Unless Undertaker comes on TV, yeah, I'll watch it. But once he's not on TV anymore, I quickly go back to normal. That's it. That's the only way I'll be able to watch, wrestling if there are the Attitude Era wrestlers, that are on TV. No, it's not. No, it's not. Raw is not the best. The whole company is not the best. Not anymore. I'm telling you. I'm trying to see what else I want to talk about. Oh, I did hear rumors that Sega is going to be coming out with a console. But I think we all know Sega is going to get destroyed once again. Because Sega in the late 80s and early 90s were dominating the 16-bit war back then. Well, them and Nintendo. But I don't think it's a good idea to make another console in the modern age in 2020. Because if you do that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get buried once again. As a matter of fact, I think I should read you the article right now. Supposed to be in school doing work, but I was late. But oh well. It's always next week. All right, so I'm getting ready to read you the article. Sega prepares console comeback, and they're about to get wrecked. Yeah, so it's best for them. You know what I'm saying? It's best for them to not make any consoles whatsoever. So, um, there may be a new console coming from Sega of all companies, but can it compete against the Xbox Series X and the PS5? No, I mean sometimes I do, but I don't really, watch a lot of reviews anymore nowadays. So, but unless I have a movie for myself to review, then I would. 2020 is the year of the next generation console. The Xbox Series X and PS5 are slated to launch this holiday season, but there may be a new hardware entering a battle coming from Sega of all companies. Well, I don't know if I'm willing to see what the Sega console looks like. Unless they're coming up with the Sega Genesis 3, then I wouldn't be surprised how it's going to look for itself. is Sega ready for a comeback? Well, I'm going to read it to you. Sega, of course, left the console war after its Dreamcast in 1998. Since then, the group has forced on Sonic, Total War, Yakuza, and its other franchise. However, one Japanese journalist, Zenji Nishikawa, claimed to have a huge scoop on Sega in a recent live stream that it should be shared in June 4th issue of Famitsu, according to report on Jimitsu. So the Japanese journalist, he probably was asking, questions about when they're going to be coming out with the new Sega Genesis console. No, not console, but like another Sega console. I don't know, but also I think this is him saying, my column in next week's issues of Famitsu is crazy. I got a huge scoop. It's a world premiere article and an exclusive. It may not be uh Nikki or weekly Bunshun, but if you want to know if it's a scoop, that's yeah, that's what he's actually saying. Like if you want to know something, I got you. So the journalist further confirms he's talking about Sega, and this scoop is as significant as Wire PlayStation 5 story from 2019. I just want to know what it looks like. Like I'm kind of curious now, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, it is a Sega series. Um, I'm not into that series, bro. Considering June 3rd is Sega's 60th, dang, 60th anniversary. I didn't know that. I mean, when I think of Sega, I'm thinking of like Sega Genesis and the Mega Drive. I think of them anniversaries like 30 years it first came out. But I had no idea that Sega has been a part of the industry since for 60 years. I had no idea. There's a reason to think the company is re-entering the hardware game. That would be a terrible idea. Yeah, it is because they're going to be swept away just like it happened in the late '90s. So I don't see the point of them making a new console unless they're coming up with a new Sega Genesis. Then I wouldn't mind that. But if you do it, make sure you confirm it. With the 6-button controller or analog stick. Uh, uh, Nishikawa notes his scope is an incident about a Dreamcast too, but who's to say Sega won't release a brand new console for its big anniversary? After all, the group has released many versions of the old. Yeah, yeah, we all know about this. The Sega Genesis Mini and stuff. Also, earlier this year, Sega revealed a new character related to its brand. This character name is Sega Shiro. Okay, I never heard of him. Portrayed by uh uh Meito Fuji. Oh, Mitu Fujioka. Okay, I gotta practice these Japanese names. Uh, why is that notable? Well, Mitu is the son of Hiroshi Fuji. Of Fujioka. Yeah, look, my speech is very bad. Like every time I read these Japanese names, not only do I stutter, but I suck at pronouncing it. So I'm just gonna take my time saying their names right. Uh, Hiroshi Fujioka, who portrayed this Sigaton uh, Sanshiro character used to promote the Sega Saturn in the mid 90s. Oh wow, I had no idea. I'm not into that. Sorry. Why follow up a marketable character if you're not following up on a product he was meant for? It's almost as if Sega is gearing up for a big advertising push. Yeah, I don't think they're focusing on that yet. So, um, the competition is too heavy. The thing is, a new console would mean competing against hardware giants Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, who are already winning on the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 price points. Oh, it's pouring down arena now. Um, who wants to save for another console? Not me, cause I ain't tried. I ain't finna buy no other console, so I'm good for what I got. I got a Sega Genesis, PS4, Xbox 360, and PS2. That's all I need. I don't need no other consoles. Ever since this whole you know what started, the prices have been going up like crazy. So I'd rather not just buy another you know what. So plus the world is already in a financial struggle due to the pandemic. Yeah, true that. It's now really the time to review expensive new box. Does any not at all? I mean, Atari 2600. You know what I'm saying? Their game sucks. I'm sorry, but I know it's like a paper 2D looking graphics. I, I don't like it. Sega wouldn't be the only retro company looking to make a comeback either. Of all groups, Atari is working on a PC console um, hyper device dubbed the Atari VCS. VCS. That's even more competition. We all know for sure next week, but Sega should absolutely be wary. The world can only afford so many consoles. Yeah, for that, because there's no way in the world that we're gonna be, buy another console because of this pandemic issue, and that's why the prices are up so high to the point where none of us are gonna want to buy a console. Like it's gonna be ridiculous, and we all know that Sony is gonna debut the PS5, and once this hits stores in North America, them suckers are gonna end up costing $500. Like who wants to pay $500 for a console? I mean, I would rather for you to just make it a $200 though than I would have bought it for myself. But five? Nah. Disclaimer: the opinions expressed in the article does not necessarily reflect the views of. Oh well, who cares? Listen. Oh, hold on up. Comments. I'm looking for the comments. Uh, uh, somebody says, and now you know that there was supposedly being be okay. I can't even read these people's comments because one, their grammars are not right. Yeah, but this dude is saying that Sega will release all consoles that can play retro games instead of current games. Cause that's ridiculous, dude. Oh, Rob Sim says there is no way they're going to make a new console after selling so many companies of the games across all platforms. There is no going back to just selling games on one platform for them. This is just ridiculous Sega bashing. If anything, they are making some sort of a classic retro machine that was sell like crazy and getting amazing reviews. Yeah, yeah, they did. But the problem is, I think Sega is making a big mistake. Like why would you want to waste your life making another console, knowing that you're gonna get swept away like it happened in the mid-90s. And remember you know, the Sega Saturn? Yeah, that was a big mistake on Sega's part. And what's even worse, the Sega Dreamcast, that came out after that. And they just called it a day. So you haven't seen them making any video game console comebacks ever since then. But they have been doing a good job of putting out these Sega Mega Drives or Sega Genesis mini games, that will allow you to play retro games that are already in it. And I heard that the Mega Drive mini got internal champions, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. They got fighting games, they got the beat 'em ups, and they get the Hyperstone Heights. I'm thinking, yo, there's a part of me that really wants to get it, but I can't. I mean, unless I have a good paying job to even use my hard working money to buy a Sega mini console that has all the video games inside of it. That doesn't allow you to play online and stuff. You know, like I just want something basic and strong you know, that's easy for your boy to play and enjoy and do reviews and do some let's plays on it though. But even if I do get it, I probably, you know, doing all this I'm doing right now. So yeah, you know, maybe if I do have the Sega Genesis Mini, I'll probably do some fighting game let's plays on it because I heard they got Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition on it. Um, TMNT Hyperstone Heights, Eternal Champions. I heard they got the beat 'em ups and the fighting games on the mini. So if I'll tell you what, if I do end up getting the job, you know, what I'm saying, I'm buying this. You know what I'm saying, I'm buying the game for myself, cause you know what I'm saying, I love video games. You know what I'm saying, I just want to collect, but I am not gonna buy a PS5. So I'd rather keep my PS4 because that was my birthday gift in 2015. So I will always forever be grateful for that. But until then, I'm not buying no more games. Period. So I do have the Dragon Ball Z Budokai, or I think Tenkaichi 2 or 3 in my shelf. So and somebody asked me what are my favorite fighting games. Um for one, Street Fighter always. Mortal Kombat 2, even though I'm not good at combos, but once I practice it, I'll probably get better. Uh okay, let me tell you the infuriating part about Street Fighter 5, right? I've been trying to play online on my PS4. I tried different passwords, I tried different nicknames. I literally tried everything. But the problem is, I cannot play a freaking story mode. Like, you have to log in online to do that crap. I'm like, what is this? I know I can't be the only one that's frustrated. All the other YouTubers that are going through this, they're all going through this. Trying to play a story mode on Street Fighter 5. I mean, when I first played it, all I was doing is just doing the tutorials and learn how to do the punches and kicks and stuff. Those were the only things I was doing. But ever since then, I feel like I feel like I got bamboozled because I wanted to play. I wanted to play the Street Fighter 5 so bad. I just wanted to try it, but I paid it with, what I'm saying? I paid it with my own money. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes Capcom need to stop making games when people can't play online unless you have to download the full content for you to play the freaking game. That's what happened to me 2 years ago when I was trying to play the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Clash on the PS4. That was a huge mistake on my part. For one, I can't even play a freaking Street Fighter 1, 2, or 3 because the dude with the GameStop actually told me that I didn't download the full content. Like, this is all Capcom's fault. They're the ones that messed up the most. I'm like, seriously, can you guys make a fighting game where you don't have to log in online to play a freaking story mode? It's one thing of downloading the full content, but you don't have to, just play online to do a story mode. Like, that's just stupid. Just, I wanna know what happened to the good old days when you don't have to log in online to play a story mode. Because once the story mode is dead, you have to just go for it. You don't have to go online to play it. You don't have to log in to just play a freaking, story mode. Like, that right there just sounds ridiculous. I hate fighting games like that. And I think Street Fighter is one of them. I mean, the game sucks. It was okay when I first started playing, but ever since then, dude, this is just ridiculous. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like to me, when Capcom be making these fighting games, they don't even want to, put story mode. Well, just make just a basic fighting game, like straight to the point, simple fighting game without logging in to your PS5 network to play a freaking story mode. And it's unfortunate that we have to do it. But I said, no, I'm not going to do it. After months and weeks of trying to figure out how to do this, I be going on YouTube and I try to find a different channel of how to actually log in to play a story mode, to have a PSN network account. I hate this. That's why I don't do online. Ever. I mean, it is really sad that we have to do this crap. And I blame Capcom for that. I mean, y'all, listen, Capcom used to be good back in the day. But ever since ever since the 2000s, I feel like y'all been real heavy playing online games and stuff. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. I want to know what happened to the good old days when you do have to play against somebody online. When when you used to have two people playing next to each other. But now that it's online, it's just ridiculous. I can't do it. So I said, forget it. You know what I'm saying? I would rather much play my Sega Genesis fighting games. Because man, mind you, the Sega Genesis doesn't have online gameplay. Yeah, man, I think I'm done ranting because I feel like I went on enough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this live stream off. But I thank y'all for tuning in, showing your boy love and support. Like, we're already making moves, and you know, we're killing the game right now. And I thank y'all for the love and support for my up church drawing video I've done yesterday. And I couldn't thank y'all for commenting and the positive feedbacks. And someone once told me that if I keep drawing, there's gonna be more people that want to subscribe to your channel. I was like, okay, I'll do it though, but only when I feel like I want to draw somebody though. But my channel is not just based on reactions. It's based on everything I do. Reactions, drawing drawing characters on videos and live streams. I do everything that is based on what I do. So I believe once I change my bio on my YouTube channel banner, I think people are gonna want to subscribe to my channel, based on what I do. So um I will see y'all in my next video. Until then, I love y'all.